meet, and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today over on YouTube, I believe, is the lovely Jennifer, and on Twitch, maybe is Jennifer too. I think we're down a moderator today, but thank you so much, Jennifer, and thank you to everybody for joining us for this general reading for all signs for today, the 3rd of November, 2023. Today we're reading with the Golden Tarot of Marseille. Let's purify with this 4711. This one happens to be their Verbena, which is not available in the United States, I don't think. But I did put a link to how to purchase the regular 4711 along with how to purchase this deck right in the video description of this very video on my YouTube channel. If you're watching us on YouTube on a restream and you don't want to watch me shuffle, you can use the timestamps right in the video description to fast forward through all of the shuffling if you don't feel like being here with us for this. If you are on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. If you're on Twitch, make sure you follow us. And if you're on Twitch and you want to watch without ads, you can subscribe to us there. I don't read with card reversals. I don't like them. I got into that just because I started reading with these ancient decks and regular playing cards, and a lot of them you can't reverse them, so I just stopped using the reversals altogether. But a lot of people still use them, and they're fine, but I like the way I do it better for myself. So no worries on the reversals, all is well. We have a shop that's at arielscornershop.com. We make a small commission off of every sale over at arielscornershop.com. We appreciate your support. Another way to support us is with a donation. There's a link or a URL that flashes across the screen for our PayPal portal. That's one way to donate. You can also go to our website, ariels-corner.com, arielscorner with a hyphen.com, and there are donation links in the footer. Or you could use the super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you're on YouTube. This does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it. It's probably not meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. And all of the most recent restreams of those readings can be found on the website, ariels-corner.com, arielscorner with a hyphen.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's take a look and see what's in the cards for everybody. Today, the 3rd of November, 2023. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Knight of Wands, and we've got the Four of Wands. So it's very knighty. Nighty-night. So the knights are helpers. So this is your ability to receive or reject help, or your tendency to receive or reject help. Everybody wants to help in their own way, but a lot of the kinds of help that is offered to us is not the kind of help we want, and that's what is represented by this Knight of Swords. The swords represent conflict, and there are people that are going to try to help you into conflict. And I want to make sure that you understand that this isn't portending a specific person. This is talking about you and your ability sometimes to get hooked by people, because not everybody is out to get you necessarily, but a lot of times people just have their own stuff, and misery loves company. And it's just the way it is. So a lot of times people want to get you to gossip with them, or want to get you to fight with them, or they want to get you to badmouth other people with them, or bemoan the state of the affairs of the universe with them, or whatever it is. And it's not the kind of help you want. So you just want to be alert to that. And you don't have to be mean. You don't even have to let them know what you're doing. But you do need to, at least in your own mind, say thanks, but no thanks. I don't need that help, but thanks for trying. Now, there is good help also, and there are people and even non-physical entities that are capable of giving you help in areas that you really do need help. And for many of you, that help is in your work. Maybe you need an assistant. Maybe you need a staff. Maybe you need whatever. You need some help, and that help is available to you, but you have to be willing to receive it, to say yes to it. And then in here with the 4, not only do you need to receive it and say yes to it, but you've got to organize it. You've got to get it in order or cause that order to be done. Now, I know that that's true for probably everybody right now. I know it's true for me. So this is a really, really important reading, and it's really easy sometimes for us to discount these kinds of readings, thinking, well, yeah, whatever. But this is the crux of your whole success, is rejecting the help that's not good for you and accepting the help that is good for you, and getting everything in order, making sure that it's working, right? And when you have that in place, you don't have to work so hard. In fact, sometimes you don't have to work at all. Things just happen. So be aware of these wonderful communications straight from Spirit that are coming through these cards. We've got the 10 of Wands. We've got the, 3, 6, 7, 8 of Cups, and the Devil. Now, the Devil card on top of this is, be careful that when you are getting things in order, that it doesn't have to be the way it's always been. Be careful of, well, that's the way we've always done it. Sometimes you need new ideas, new ways of doing things, new ways of being. You can't always just tie yourself to the way things have always been. It's easier because then you don't have to be innovative. You don't have to come up with new ideas. You don't have to be open. It's definitely easier, at least in the short term, but it's not easier in the long run, because Spirit speaks through you and speaks through the people in your world and gives you all kinds of inspiration ideas about not only how to get things in order, but how to order things in a new way, in a brand new way that the devil is just not interested in. Because the devil isn't so much about Satan, it's about, even though it seems to be what a lot of people think it is, but it's not. It's just our need to tie ourselves to status quo. Our need to tie ourselves to certain ways of being, and not wanting to break free from our self-imposed limitations and just the way things have always been. And if you continue to do the things that you've always done, you're going to continue to get the results you've always gotten. So this is encouraging you to recognize that these chains are nothing but paper mache, and that all you have to do is just move your body a little bit, and you'll be completely freed from it. And I'd also like to denote that this demon-looking character doesn't seem to want to be there. So so remember that you're jailing the jailer here. This demon doesn't even want to be there. So the things that you feel that are so difficult and hard for you, they're the powers that bring them together and make them so difficult and hard, they don't want them to be. It's like nobody wants anything to be that way. Everybody wants you free, happy, successful. So allow yourself to just break free from that, not only for yourself, but for the good of everybody around you. And when you allow yourself to innovate and be open and receptive to new ideas and break free from the way that you've done things in the past, boy, things really can take off. And that's not saying, and remember, this is on top of this 4 of Wands. So that's not saying, well, just do whatever. Just be real experimental and just throw caution to the wind. It's saying, no, have a new order. It's not saying don't be orderly. Be very orderly, but have a new order. Try a new way. Look it up. Look up things. Research things. Ask for help. Ask for ideas. Look at the way other people are doing things and say, well, maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll try that. And really not just like give it a little try, give it a fair trial. Get things in order, get things done in a new way that you're being guided and led to do. And it's going to be amazing. This 8 of Cups is saying you have so much communication with infinite intelligence available to you that you don't even have to wonder what to do. It's going to be very clear to you if you're willing to be open and receptive to your intuitive guidance. And that intuition is never wrong. And it's really on high right now. It's really on high. And so it's going to take a lot of effort for you to fight against that intuition, which is what this Devil card is you fighting against the idea of change, you fighting against the idea of trying out new things, you fighting against the idea of getting things into a new kind of order. Try it with this is especially with your work, this Wands, this 4 of Wands. Try new things. Try to do new things that don't burden you. Maybe the way that you've got things structured now, everything falls on your shoulders. And maybe that's what this help is all about for most of you, is to allow you to organize things in such a way that nobody's burdened, at least of all you. Because when you're burdened, that's when you're so easily swayed into being helped into conflict, into being helped into any kind of conflict. But you can always tell by just checking in with your gut. Am I supposed to be in this situation right now? Because if me listening to this news broadcast, if me listening to this person, if me, whatever this helper this manifests as, is causing my stomach to churn and get tighter and tighter and tighter, that's being helped into something I don't want to be helped in. That's the wrong kind of help. And that's when I say, thank you, but no thank you. And then I turn it and cast that burden, unburden myself from that, and instead recognize that I have an intuitive power that is in my gut as well. And when I relax those tense feelings in my stomach, that's like it's like your second brain down in your solar plexus, or maybe your first brain, where it's like a psychic brain where you are receiving impulses. And if you're not all tense and upset and churning, then you've tuned that radio dial, if you will, into the infinite intelligence that's giving you all of the right answers rather than the wrong answers, which are the ones that make you feel burdened, upset, and heavy. And when you are tuned into that intuition, and you are receiving that guidance from your higher self and from spirit, then you recognize, oh, I've got all the help I need right here, right now. I don't have to go do anything. I need to allow it to come in. I need to get things in order, and I need to try it new ways, new things, so that I'm not always doing the same old thing again and again and again and being burdened. It's good for you to look at what's not working, just so that you can make a choice against it. You can say, well, obviously I don't want this, because all it does is fatigue me. All I do is worry. All I do is whatever. All I do is be upset about whatever this is. So I definitely don't want this, whatever this is. So I'm going to relax my body, especially my abdominal area. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to listen to the still, small, peaceful voice within me and see where it's guiding me. And where it's guiding me seems to be into receiving new help, new ideas, and releasing myself from the past, releasing myself from old ways of doing things, and really getting things in order and setting up like systems for myself so that I'm not burdened anymore. And you're going to be surprised at how much more you get done, how things start to work out for you, and how much happier you are. And one more thing before we leave, because there's so much going on in the world and the media is kind of off the charts right now, it's really easy for people to want to enroll everybody around them into being upset and tense. And so you have to make a conscious choice against that. You're not helping anything by being upset and tense. That's not helping anybody. It's not being necessarily even informed, because it's the wrong kind of information. So I'm not saying that you should put your head in the sand and pretend like, of course you can read the news and you can be informed, but you don't need to be pulled into everybody's drama and upset with it. Instead, you want to relax and listen to your intuition, be guided and led, and know that you can still succeed no matter what's going on around you, no matter what everybody else is telling you. No matter what you're seeing on TV or online, you can succeed and you can be happy. And that's what today's reading seems to be all about. So you're going to do great. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. And thank you, Jennifer, for all of your amazing work today, moderating 2 streams. And we will see you all tomorrow for another general reading. Blessed be.